Hey everyone, welcome to another scene in Living World of Darkness. This is going to be a crossover scene between werewolf and mage. Today's scene is going to be starting out at the Washington Square Park fountain in southern Manhattan. It is nighttime, so all the pretty lights are going and it's reflecting off of the water in just the right way. And there we see a Teresa who is a little more done up than usual. She's not on the set, so she does a little bit more for her appearance. She's got a pair of hoop earrings on, dressed somewhat light nicely, but not professionally. And it looks like she's just kind of typing away at her phone right now, playing some kind of game or something. Just passing the night in the most relaxing way she knows how.
And around the same time, Escher, in her current semi-nomadic habits, kind of wandering around New York, mostly making sure it's not very easy to get a good track of any favored locations or patterns in where she likes to go, finds herself here as well. She has her tablet out, and she appears to be alternating between swiping on some things and typing.
Yep.
When the fountain kind of reaches her view, she will change her course a bit and go find a place to sit down.
Yep. As Escher walks up, she'll notice that there is a biracial woman just kind of typing away on her phone. And it seems like there seems to be quite a bit of space between her and everyone else. People seem to kind of give her a bit of a wide berth as they pass by her. People aren't sitting terribly close, although she doesn't seem to mind too much.
Escher, perhaps oblivious, perhaps just kind of absorbed in what she's doing, doesn't seem to notice whatever it is that's driving all of these people away. And really all she sees is a relatively empty space with one other person in it. And seeing as that fits her solitude criteria pretty nicely, she will find herself over there. She looks up to what she's doing to give her a smile and say, hey.
Hey. How's it going?
Bad, not bad. How about you?
It's going all right.
Really nice night out tonight. Did you see the moon? And she kind of like cants her head up at today's gigantic supermoon or whatever they called it.
Yeah, it looks really awesome. I suppose I haven't put too much thought into it lately.
It seems like this is a really nice place to catch some pictures of it, though. And she kind of gestures to, like, probably a few couples or a few random people either taking selfies pointed at the moon or other sorts of pictures. She seems kind of amused by it.
You can definitely see wanting to capture moments like that when you can.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot my manners. Teresa.
Oh, right. And she'll hold her hand out. Ava. You can call me that, or Escher. It's up to you.
You got any particular preference?
Usually Escher.
You got it. And she'll smile.
And she'll go ahead and take her own moment to kind of angle her tablet up, sort of getting both the moon and the lights and water of the fountain in one shot. She'll take it pretty quickly and then pocket the device.
Mm-hmm. Nah, fuck it. Teresa may do the same thing, despite how nonchalant she was about it, because this does look fucking cool.
So you're from around here?
Nah, I just moved here a couple of months ago.
Really? Where'd you move from?
Uh, just out from the super boring Midwest.
You're new to the city?
Yeah, a little bit. Getting the hang of things, though.
It's pretty cool. I'm sure it's an adventure.
So far, that it is. Born and raised?
Uh, in cities, not this one specifically, but I'm used to big buildings.
That's fair. I happen to enjoy them myself.
Yeah, there's something pretty enchanting about it.
Yeah. So, been to any other interesting cities?
Uh, Here and there. Um, I spent a little bit of time in LA, though not nearly as much as I probably should have. Save for that, I guess this has kind of been my home for the past few months as well.
As I'm sorry to pry, I don't know you all that well. So you don't have to answer if you don't want. Um, but stayed there as long as you should have.
Yeah, I was from a city not very far from it, and I know LA is one of those like big cultural centers or whatever.
Mhm.
Probably should have explored it more before I left.
Nah, that's fair. Sometimes you don't have all the time in the world.
Oh, don't I know that? Is this your first big city?
Second big city,
Yeah, what was number one?
Memphis.
Really? I can't say I've ever been.
Interesting place for sure.
Yeah. Isn't it really big on the country music scene or something like that?
Yes, unfortunately.
Not a fan?
Not the biggest no.
So what brought you out there if not for the country music?
Uh, Mostly just needed something new. Just kind of ended up there, you know?
Yeah. Crazy the places we wind up if we decide to just, I don't know, wander.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I will admit, though, the old country grows on you. like the really old country.
Yeah, like Johnny Cash and shit.
Yes, like that. That's some good shit.
To be fair, it is a lot different than like the corporate popified drivel that they shove onto radio stations.
Yeah, that can fuck all off. Like, no, really.
You know what? I can't say I disagree. At least like old shit was real or something like that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly used to that pop shit too. Even in states that aren't particularly southern, you can't really fuck with the radio without ending up on some pop country channel.
Exactly. Even fucking here. It's ridiculous.
Or those people that like to dress up and listen to that stuff and act like they're all country, but they've like never been to a farm in their lives.
Yeah, never even drove a tractor, ever. It's like, what are you doing?
Not that I've ever touched a tractor, but like I don't act like I have.
One time. Just one time. Although
What?
that. Oh, sorry?
One time, was it a disaster?
No, it wasn't a disaster. Though I'd say that's still fairly. I still don't really have a claim to that kind of life.
Hey, an experience is an experience.
So, have you ever had too much time to spend in a, well, not urban landscape?
I can't say I really have. I I'm sure they're very, very nice places, but
They really are.
yeah, fuck it. I get nervous if there's not, some rhyme or reason to the streets. I've heard some stories and I can't say I'm impressed with country roads.
Yeah, no. I mean, sure, there's like wrong. Like it's nice being in a such a natural area, and being surrounded by all that. But I had dial up.
When you mentioned dial-up, Escher like visibly winces. Like, oh fuck, like that AOL shit.
AOL was top tier. Bad.
Yep, I can't say I'd do that well there. I enjoy streaming movies. She sort of looks around in faux paranoia and like crosses her fingers and says legally.
It's okay. Your secret's safe with me.
No joke, like at this point I'm willing to declare Netflix like a fundamental human right.
You mean it isn't?
She shrugs. Not to dial up, it's not.
Got to get that shit changed.
Yeah, can't say I was ever charmed by cow pastures and racism. Besides, we have our parks and shit.
Yeah, I think we could blend it a bit more seamlessly, though. You know, like we keep hearing about all this like green energy stuff, and I don't know. A lot of people I know have asthma.
Yeah, totally. It's some crazy bullshit that I've heard so many times that green energy, solar panels, all that are good to go. They're more efficient than ever, more durable than ever, and yet she kind of gestures around. Not a
Yeah,
single building here has one.
like most things, I think it just kind of just comes down to the money.
Yeah, big oil's not really a fan of anything that'll cost them profit.
Yeah, it's really lame. Really lame.
Escher just nods in agreement. Would be pretty wicked, though. Great big futuristic city running on solar panels.
Be pretty cool. Have air that you can't just chew on.
Ugh. There'd pretty much be no smog problem anymore.
None. Well, probably a little bit, at least from like cars and stuff, but even those are starting to get better.
I'm sure we're seconds away from cars that run fully on electricity,
Yeah.
which could be charged with solar panels. Imagine how awesome that would be.
Just imagine Netflix anywhere.
On the big screens in Times Square.
Yeah. All of this is achievable.
I don't know if I trust the general public to choose what should play in Times Square.
Orange is the new black. Like, that's not a debate. That's what's going to happen.
That would piss some people off. It'd be wonderful.
I mean, I don't know who'd be salty about, literally one of the best shows ever being played for everyone.
People who are wrong.
Exactly.
People who hate fun.
Just people that hate happiness.
But, big shiny advertisements are alright too, I guess. She rolls her eyes.
Nah. I mean, I guess I could skip out on all these awesome TV shows to hear about your toothpaste.
As if everybody doesn't already have a brand of toothpaste they like to buy.
Okay, that's real. I have a brand of toothpaste I like to buy.
It's okay. We all carry that kind of shame in our hearts. So, did you come to New York for any particular reason, or just kind of wandering?
I think it's the same as I think I kind of prove a stereotype here when I say I came here to find purpose.
Oh yeah? What kind of purpose? If I can be so bold as to ask.
Hmm. Not too sure quite yet. I know, well, I know I want to be someone that can be relied upon, someone that can be trusted.
Yeah.
Hmm. Basically, I suppose I just want to make some kind of impact.
That's pretty noble.
I guess. Others may call it selfish or whimsical. Uh,
Whimsical, really?
yes.
Just the vague goal of helping people is whimsical.
To some people, it is.
I feel you. I have some friends you'd have to push and shove and pull just to get them on their feet.
Yup.
You have a particular cause you're into?
Mm. Right now, I'm definitely rolling quite a bit with the LGBT community. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
That's cool.
And I mean, well, I know I can only do so much, but I like to think that shit like this is infectious, you know?
Totally. There's always got to be a patient zero.
Yep.
Plus, I don't know. I don't really believe people are as stupid and slovenly as they come off as. I think they just need the right push.
Yeah, I don't quite think they are either. I think it's a case of I think for a lot of people it's a case of apathy.
Yeah.
Or in some cases ignorance rather than stupidity. A lot of people don't know what's wrong, so they don't want to go and make it better.
Or they think if nothing is wrong happening to them, maybe there's nothing wrong with the world.
So not exactly.
A lot of people have a lot of power. They like act like they don't, but I don't know. There have been bigger movements and there will be bigger movements. No need
His,
to be fucking cynical about it, you know?
History's demonstrated quite a few times what happens when people just get riled up enough to do something about it.
Fuck yeah. They just need someone who's willing to do the riling.
Yep.
So you go to protests often?
Uh, Sometimes I'm still trying to get involved in the scene.
Yeah.
Suppose that settling in here is just taking up a lot of my time for right now. Although it is something I really, really want to get into.
I'll have to invite you out sometime then. I know a handful of people that like to go to those sorts of organized things. Demonstrations, poetry nights, sometimes even walking around holding signs.
I'd be down with that.
Totally. It gives us malcontents a sense of community, you know?
Hmm. Do you attend those too?
Yeah. I can't say that I've done anything spectacular at them, but it's pretty inspiring what a lot of people can do when they band together.
Yeah. Do you yourself have a specific cause?
Me, um, pretty big on human rights in general, but anti-corporate, that kind of thing. I like to keep big businesses from thinking they can walk around and step on us.
Asher, have you ever heard of goat heads?
Heard of what?
Goat heads.
I can't say I have.
Well, they're a specific thing that happens when you're out in a more rural area and things start to get a bit dry.
Yeah.
Goat heads are little tiny, tiny things that when you step on them, they stick to you. And if you're not wearing shoes, they stab the shit out of you.
Shit, that sounds unpleasant.
Well, if all these big corporations are stepping on us, maybe it's time we become goat heads.
You know, that's a pretty wicked phrase. We could, fuck, that could go on a t-shirt or something. Could be a name for a whole movement. Goat head movement. Doesn't that sound legit?
It does sound pretty legit. I'm down.
May have to keep that in mind. Ishra will kind of like lean back and chill out a bit.
Teresa will just kind of lazily just lean over to her side. Um, so that way she can properly relax here as much as one can on concrete. Oh, actually, while I'm thinking about it, if the hookup was something you were serious about, mind if I grab your number?
Totally. And Escher will dig through her pockets and grab out one of those little spiral-bound notebooks you can get for like 99 cents.
Yeah.
She'll scribble her number on it and hand it to her. So I think I'm cursed or something, but people always lose my number. Do you think I could have yours just in case?
Yeah, sure thing.
Cool.
And then as Teresa enters in Escher's number, Escher will get a text that just says, "Yo, it's Teresa."
Escher will text her back a winky face and save the number in her phone. You hanging out for much longer tonight?
Maybe. I just want to spend some night out on the town, I guess.
Don't blame you. There's a lot to see here.
Yes, I have lists upon lists of these things.
What, like a tourist to-do list?
Kind of. Although it's much lamer when you say it that way.
I mean, you gotta enjoy being new to the place while you can.
Yeah.
You only see something for the first time once.
Exactly.
Well, I was going to go swing over to Late Night Slice for some pizza, maybe some ice cream. You want to come with?
I'm down.
Sweet. And Escher will hop up to her feet and offer her hand to Teresa.
Teresa will accept the hand. Get on up.
And as the two trot off to go get some late night snacks, I think this might be a good point to end our scene.
Yep.
Thank you to my fellow player for playing. Thank you to our watchers for watching. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Mage.